Well, good morning. Today we're doing something a little bit different. We are making steak jerky. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to make the marinade for the steak. So we have here a bowl for the marinade, ginger, garlic, rice vinegar, honey, peppercorns, chili flakes, soy sauce, table salt, and brown sugar. Okay, so we have the recipe. The recipe that we're using is a homemade recipe called Mom's Beef Jerky Recipe.
So we'll do 2 tablespoons of brown sugar. One teaspoon of salt.
Teaspoon of salt.
About 2 inches of ginger.
That's lots of ginger. That's going to be good.
1 small onion and 3 big cloves of garlic, minced. One tablespoon of rice vinegar.
It smells good.
Tablespoon of honey.
What do we have here? Is this organic honey?
Let me see. It's Farm Boy honey.
Farm Boy honey.
Raw Canadian honey from Farm Boy. And then we just need to add the soy sauce and some pepper. We're adding about 1/3 of a cup of soy sauce. No, we're adding a 1/2 cup of soy sauce. Then we'll mix it up.
Okay, so now we are going to prepare the steak. And by we, I mean not me, because I'm filming. So the steak that we're using is, it's organically raised. It was a bull that was going to be used for breeding rather than, like a beef cow. So at any rate, it became available. It's extra lean. It hasn't been fattened up, so we're thinking it should be good for jerky. Organically raised bull. We've had it in the freezer for half an hour to hopefully make it a little bit easier to cut.
Removing the fat.
Yeah, we don't want any fat in our dehydrating. So we're just kind of cutting it as thin as we can. And putting it into the marinade. It stays in the marinade for how long?
12 to 24 hours.
12 to 24 hours, okay. And how many steaks like this are we doing today?
I see there are 2 steaks like this.
2, okay. Okay, so we've had the steak marinating for about 24 hours in the teriyaki sauce now. I don't think I mentioned before, this is organic free-range beef. This was a bull. My that came from my cousin, so it's from a known source, which is nice.
Doesn't seem to be that. It's not dripping.
Okay.
That's good.
This was 2 steaks. Do you remember what kind of steaks they were? What part of
I
the
think it says sirloin.
sirloin? All right, there's the first tray loaded up. Now we're going to load the next tray. Okay, so that worked out to 4 trays of beef, with the light top tray not having too much. And the plan is to dehydrate. I said earlier 5 to 6 hours. I reread the instructions, and it's 10 to 12 hours. 10 to 12 hours at maximum heat. Okay, so there's our steak jerkies all done. It was about 12 hours in the dehydrator. So the plan is going forward is on our canoeing trips, our kayaking trips, our sailing trips, where we don't have refrigeration. Instead of taking canned meat, we are going to take our, we're going to make jerky. The canned meat can be really problematic because it's really unhealthy. It's full of salt and trans fats and all that sort of thing. And it's also really heavy. And, you know, you got the can waste to deal with. So from what we've read, beef jerky like this, homemade, will last about a week in a Ziploc bag without refrigeration. So, you know, for really long trips, it's not going to work. But, you know, usually, you know, we're not out that long. You know, a week is kind of the normal for us. So at any rate, I don't know if you can see that, but it looks just like regular beef jerky you buy from the store, and it's really good. Not hard to eat, and it's got that really good teriyaki flavor. It's just amazing. All right, that's teriyaki steak jerky made at home on a Saltan dehydrator.